think it's not often that we get to make decisions that are purely healthy. And what I try to do, unlike vitamin companies that make gummies that contain sugar and colors and all sorts of additives, I try to make products that are purely healthy. We use no additives when we manufacture our products. We manufacture them 100% pure. In fact, I moved my company almost 25 years ago. I moved my company from Santa Monica, California to Henderson, Nevada in the desert, because that enabled us to make additive-free products. That the low humidity in the desert allows us to make products, a wider array of products, and make it without additives. There's no reason to introduce additives into your body, and those additives get introduced into the environment. Eventually they leave our body, so why require vitamin companies to manufacture additives and then for you to process them in your body and then excrete them? We make pure products, so everything I do, I say, is purely about your health.
Well, we're going to move on to one which we could never, ever run out of things to talk about, which is Ultimate Eye Support. I spent a little time, Andrew, earlier flicking through some of the latest reviews. People talking about their recent eye exam, talking about sharpness of vision, people talking about how they're literally seeing better. If you only perhaps choose one thing tonight, regardless of our age, please consider Andrew's Ultimate Eye Support. It is a brilliant product.
A number of products relating to our eyes and one of the more common conditions of our eyes and things like that. And I, of course, like to avoid talking about diseases and things like that because that's not what I'm here to do. But a lot of people think that lutein and zeaxanthin are only important to be consumed if you have a problem with your vision. Right. Absolutely not. If you have a problem with your vision, it's more than likely that your vision needs significant support, and your ophthalmologist or optometrist would applaud a product like this, as we see in the reviews, because this is a product that isn't a drug that works on your eyes. Lutein and zeaxanthin are defined as the optical pigments, the retinal pigments. They are necessary for healthy, sharp vision. They're necessary to protect our eyes. So you can't have healthy vision without lutein and zeaxanthin. It's an essential component of the eye. You can't, well, the very name of the macular region of the eye, that all-important region of the retina of our eye, it's called, in Latin, it's called the macula lutea. I often say this because it really brings home the point about these two ingredients that had been for decades generally ignored by others. We've offered them for decades. But the macula lutea, in Latin, that translates to the yellow spot. The yellow spot in our eye is a yellow spot because of the concentration of lutein and zeaxanthin. So those two ingredients are not just something that works on your eye if we have problems. That's something that your eye needs throughout your lifetime. If you don't have adequate levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, that is a problem, because it's part of the functional workings of your eye. It doesn't work on your eye, it's part of how your eye works. So you can't get away without it. Hopefully, if you eat an abundance of green leafy vegetables, you have decent amounts of lutein in your diet. Unfortunately, zeaxanthin tends to be scarce no matter how well you eat. So these are ingredients that they're not optional ingredients, and if we're not getting them from our diet, then there are consequences.
You should add this in today, and it doesn't matter, we'll talk about age and it's never too late, you should add this in today. There's 1,500 five-star reviews. I mean, it's a wonderful product. I've started taking it, and I've had always okay vision up until 3-4 years ago, where I started to notice that I couldn't quite see at the distance I used to. Love this. You should try it, honestly. I want to tell you about the pricing today, because again, we're proud of this pricing. And I just want to confirm with the team, does this pricing on the Ultimate Eye expire tonight, or is it good through the end of September?
This is monthly special.
Okay.
So this will go until September 30th.
Okay, that's good.
And this is a product I often say, if you take one capsule a week, you likely just doubled your zeaxanthin intake. But it's not designed to be taken that way. What the good point of this is, even if you took, say, one capsule every other day, it will make a significant difference in your lutein and zeaxanthin intake, and therefore what your eye contains and has in terms of protecting your vision, sharp vision today and long-term vision. But in terms of daily, 1 or 2 capsules daily, I take 2 capsules daily. And we'll talk about the maximum L plus Z in a moment, because that's a product that ophthalmologists have been pointing to their patients, and it's something that we've responded in creating.
It's enhancing, it's protecting, it's looking after our eyes, and we put our eyes through a lot, especially nowadays with our phones and our tablets. Just take a look though for a second at what we have, 30, 60, 180 or 360. For the 360, it's under $100. That is a very tiny price to pay. And Andrew, you read the reviews, people, it's priceless.
For a 6-month or a year supply, and again, our vision is priceless. It deserves a lifetime of care. Unfortunately, in most of us, and I could say it myself, we sort of spend most of our lifetime taking it for granted.
Yes.
And I'm not different in that respect as well. But as we all get older, we start observing changes in our vision, and we observe those changes in our vision because the structure, the tissues of our eyes specifically, they're suffering from oxidation. There are changes that occur, and the ingredients in this product are specifically designed to help your body cope with those natural changes. Nature and aging are not kind. Nature and aging could be a bit more kind if we're conscientious about what we provide our body. And it's just that simple. What we provide our body, as I say before, eating is giving our body raw materials, eating is giving our body tools, eating is giving our body information. So if we recognize that, hopefully we become a little bit more conscious, because I look at these products as eating. These are a supplement to our diet. And lutein and zeaxanthin are only important because they're important nutrients in food that sadly the American diet doesn't provide in abundance. Also, ingredients we deliver for night vision. Also ingredients the American diet doesn't deliver in abundance, anthocyanins that come from dark purple berries, dark purple fruits. So blueberries are wonderful, bilberries are wonderful, black cherries are great. They provide anthocyanins.
So I think we're going to spend a moment on, is it astaxanthin now?
We'll talk about astaxanthin very quickly.
Okay.
Astaxanthin is another carotenoid, very expensive, but where astaxanthin has abundance of research is on eye fatigue.